E-grid, and we're developing a smart EV charging solution that can deploy EV chargers anywhere.
Did we just lose our?
It's weird. Sorry.
I'm not projecting here, so let's just. I can project your screen, your slides, but I just need to pull it up.
I use a Windows laptop, so maybe that's the reason.
Just hold on for a sec. Maybe, can we turn this one on?
So while you were waiting, I do have a funny story about the CO credits. I heard that there was a farmer who installed some solar panels, and somehow he was generating solar power 24/7. So they investigated and they found out that he was actually lighting the solar panels at night. And he had carbon credits at night. Anything you can get away with sometimes.
Okay. Just use this one here. Here.
Okay. Yeah.
Or tell me and I'll do it.
Yeah. It's small. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the future of transportation is electric, and in less than 20 years from now, there will be 130 million EVs on the road in North America. And this certainly creates a huge market potential for EV charging business. But there is still a gap that has not been addressed: the power capacity constraint of the power grid. And because of the the constraint, we will need to spend over $2 trillion in the next 30 years to upsize our power grid infrastructure to support EV charging demand. And the question is, who will pay for that? So the answer is the charging station owners. And despite the increasing EV adoption and the push for electrification from all levels of government, EV charging business has not been profitable because of the high upfront cost due to the construction work and the infrastructure upgrades, high electricity cost, and also the high cost for future expansion. And this is all because of the use of traditional charging solutions. And as an example, Suncor deployed fast chargers at 55 of their gas stations from coast to coast. And out of 55 locations, only one location had enough capacity to host a single fast charger. For the rest of 54, they had to ask utility companies to come in and install transformers, one transformer for each fast charger. And each transformer cost them about $100K to $200K to install, and took them about 7 months for installation. And if they want to add more EV chargers, fast chargers in the future, they would have to go through this experience again and again for each single fast charger they want to install. And during operation, we have peak demand charge from utility companies. And that basically means there's no profit, no return on investment by providing EV charging service. And this has been conferred by Suncor and many other, basically all EV charging station owners. And we have solved all these problems with our smart charging solution, including a software platform and also our own fast charger. So our software platform controls the EV chargers to reduce the peak charging power demand by over 4 times, so that our customers can install more EV chargers on the same infrastructure without any upgrades. And our fast charger is a first of its kind fast charger, microgrid fast charger that integrates battery with EV charging. And we use battery to fast charge the vehicle, and then use the power grid to slow recharge the battery, so that we can reduce that peak power draw from power grid. And with our solution, we can guarantee 0 infrastructure upgrades for all locations, all charging applications. And therefore, we can minimize the upfront cost and enable fast return on investment, and also allow for no regret growth for our customers. And behind our solution is our unique microgrid technology that with integrated software and also hardware. So we adopt smart power control to manage individual chargers to make sure they charge at the right time and also right level, so that we can reduce the total power from a lot of EV chargers. And the hardware technology is our power converter, so which is the core part of any fast EV charger. So the difference with our power converter is that it can take power from any voltage levels without additional transformer. And it can change the power from AC to DC so that we can integrate batteries with fast chargers in a more efficient and scalable way. And our solution gives us a competitive advantage in commercial EV charging market. And we're focusing on commercial EV charging market where for us, each customer will need multiple EV chargers on their location. And right now we're focusing on universities, hotels, and apartments. And we have a multi-billion-dollar market to capture. Yeah. So, and with the cost minimization capability of our solution, we offer charger as service model, and we offer the benefit of minimum upfront cost or even zero upfront cost for our customers, so that we can completely remove their barriers to adopt our solution. And in return, we charge them a fixed subscription fee, or we share the revenue from the EV charging service, so that this is better aligned with their budget. And there are lots of rebate programs available in North America, and with rebate program, we have an instant payback. But even without rebate programs, we still have a payback period within 3 years. And we can also ensure long-term revenue generation over 10 years. So we have done a thorough competitive analysis, and we're confident to say that we offer the most cost-effective and scalable charging solution on the market. And we are the only solution that can guarantee zero infrastructure upgrades for all applications and all locations. And with our solution, we minimize the upfront costs and enable fast return on investment for our customers. And we also help them to remove the risk and also the concern for future expansion. And our competitive advantage gives us and will give us the initial win in commercial EV charging markets. And we have shown some traction. We have 3 paid pilot projects with U of A, NATE, and Fortis Alberta. And U of A and NATE projects are for piloting the EV, the level 2, the smaller slow charging solution, and the software solution. And the Fortis Alberta project is for the power converter technology in the fast charger. And right now we're trying to we're close to closing our first commercial deal with a hotel in BC for 4 level 2 chargers, which will generate $12,000 recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue. And we have 4 signed LOIs from Appcore, Acquis, and other customers. And we're pursuing more contracts and LOIs as we're speaking. And our goal is to deploy 7,500 fast chargers and 100,000 level 2 chargers by 2030, and it generates $1 billion revenue in total. So we have a very and we're confident and we're confident that we will hit the target, not only because of our competitive advantage, but also because of our team. We have a very strong team with well-balanced expertise and extensive experience in product and business development. We also have a very strong and strategic advisory board that can help us navigate through challenges in business and product developments. And we have been primarily funded by non-dilutive grants, and we have secured over $1.6 million non-dilutive grants in the past 2 years, and we still have $1 million grants to spend in the next 1.5 years. But in order to grow revenue and also accelerate the development of our fast charger product, we're now seeking a $1 million pre-seed round in SAFE. And with the investment, we will grow revenue to $250,000 ARR, and also launch our fast charger product in Q2 next year. And we're also able to unlock over $3 million non-dilutive grants with the investment. And based on the benchmark with comparable companies in the EV charging space, our investors will get over at least the 12x return from the investment. So if you are interested in joining us to revolutionize the EV charging space and also make a good return from that, please contact me and I will send over our term sheet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very good presentation. Question? Yes.
Yeah, first off, great presentation. Wonderfully executed. Just a quick comment. Have you heard of a company called ChargePoint in Ontario?
Yeah.
It's a very similar space, obviously dominating the market in Ontario, proving traction. That's always a good sign that there's a market here in Western Canada for you guys to explore.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make that comment. At what point are you guys profitable? Like, how many units do you need to put out to
with our business model, the payback period is usually between 1.5 years to 5 years, depending on the payment model with customers. And so after that, it's going to be profitable. And we're also open to, especially with our fast charger, we're also open to direct sale. Especially when we spoke with Suncor and Parkland, they have strong purchasing power and they want to do direct sale instead of charger as a service. So in that sense, we just make a pretty good margin, over 60% of margin on that. And
then I think two more questions. How long is it going to take you to get to 7,500?
Oh yeah, so that's our goal by 2030, and
2030. Okay.
yeah.
Do you have a few more questions, please? Someone else? Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. In terms of the timeline for that, is that 15 months, 12 months, or what does that look like for you to set that agreement?
Sorry, 1 million investment? Yeah.
Time horizon for you.
Yeah, time horizon. Yeah, so the $1 million investment will give us the runway. Well, it's pretty long runway, and I must say 18 months to 12 months. And the reason is because we actually have about $1 million non-dilutive funding to match that. We already secured that. So we actually have, with the investment, we actually have $2 million with us. And also we're able to unlock more with our utility company partners and also our other partners. So it actually will give us a very long runway, potentially, with one ways to hit this goal.
Okay, great. And just following up on that, in terms of the objectives for that timeline there, I saw there's objectives for the next 15 months. Is that what the intended use of funding is?
Oh yeah, so this is the objective for the next 15 months. It's because I want to show the short period, the goals we will hit, so that because we will need to roll out our fast charger product, and that's the primary goal, and also increase the revenue. Yeah, so that's the goal, but actually the runway will be much longer.
The way up the back.
Yeah, great presentation. Just a quick question, just around useful life and maintenance. In the hardware space, like what's useful life of this machine? Do you offer maintenance without rates?
Good question. So, charger as a service business model, it involves we manage EV chargers. So, we actually use third-party level 2 chargers. So the smaller box we use third-party from Siemens and Delta, pretty good manufacturers, and the warranty time is usually 3 years, and then lifetime is usually 10 years, 7 years to 10 years. And this is where we also help our customers to reduce the risk, because if any charger fails, we just come in and replace that for them, and that cost has already been included in our the long-term cost right now already. So and with our fast charger, it's also involves the charger as a service model. We probably won't be able to replace the charger completely, but our design is very modular, so we can easily repair any faulty parts.
We can get you more details later. A last question.
One last question. It's more just a comment. Like, fast chargers, EV chargers are going to exist. Have you thought about future USPs? Just looking at the charging experience as a whole, right? Have you guys thought about that? Like how you might enhance the user
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good question. So right now we're kind of facing, so our customers are the charging station owners. And we actually indirectly face the drivers because, it's our charger. And sometimes we can take payments from that as well. So there are challenges right now in the US, especially you mentioned ChargePoint and other companies. They have a pretty high failure rate, like 20%. And I think in the US, the uptime is only like 67%. It's mainly because of the lack of maintenance, because no one is operating and managing EV chargers. So with our business model, we operate and manage EV chargers. We ensure an uptime, a very high uptime, so that actually we benefit drivers as well with our service. And this is our long-term goal, is that we build the ecosystem where we offer, and then at some point we will face the drivers directly. Maybe we can take a subscription model that every driver pays maybe $20 per month, and then they can use all of our chargers in our network for free. I mean, this is just now.
Yeah, would definitely love to chat.
Somebody else? Yes.
Just a super quick one. Are you familiar with or are you connected with Decentralized Energy Canada?
Yes, we're actually a member of that.
Perfect.
Thought I saw one question on this side. So no? Okay. Any more questions? Okay, we ended early. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm sorry about the technical issue. Just one quick ask: if anyone has connection with like universities in Alberta and apartments, hotels, please feel free to contact me.
Recommend him. Please recommend him.
Yeah.